Well, I pressed play or record.
Oh, I did not.
You told me to start doing it that way, so that way if we
But
said
I
anything
like it.
interesting.
That's fine. It's the magic of recording.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's just this time I did it, and you were like, "Oh, I didn't even realize."
Yeah, 35 seconds in. Wow.
Well, now we're
What
at
is the last number I saw? Hello, everybody,
we're back.
with another episode about recent K-pop stuff.
About everything. I don't think there's ever a topic of focus anymore. Just things that are happening.
We're just going with the flow.
Just
You know the
like
vibes.
yeah. Just like K-pop just seems to go with the flow, so we're just following it. Anyway, this is Bingo Choom and K-pop Tunes, and I am Choom, also known as Reina.
I'm Bingu, also known as Lacey. I feel like we should replace our names on Zencaster with
so we don't forget.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help though, because I text you and in my phone you're Bingu, and I see the name Bingu more than I do Choom. So because
I know, it's the same for me. Your name is not your name on my phone. It's Choom. It's not your name.
Yeah, no, it's Bingu as well for you, and you have a little heart emoji next to
You have a kissy emoji, and then I have the emoji of us standing next to each other. The two girl emoji. I need to update that because I wonder if I know the emojis updated like forever ago, and
They did. I have it. You still have a heart though, because
What color?
Red.
Can I have purple?
Yeah, I put it as red because Jeremy doesn't have a heart next to his name, because technically I married you before I dated Jeremy.
Keep it red. It's fine.
Jeremy doesn't even have a heart next to his name. I think you're the only person in my phone that has an emoji.
I'm gonna give you a wedding ring.
Okay, well that was the history of Bingu and Choom, you guys, there for you a little bit.
Who proposed? I think it was mutual. Just kind of happened. I don't remember proposing to you.
I don't either. It just happened. One day.
It just happened so fast.
There was one point where we were friends, and then the next we were calling each other wife.
Yes.
That's all I remember.
That's all I remember too. Wow. But I guess we should get into the episode. I don't think anybody wants to hear
us flirt with each other.
I don't care.
So as we mentioned before, this episode is just kind of a mix of currently happening events. So we would like to remind everyone that we are just two fans sharing our opinions and knowledge of certain topics that are happening and trending at the time. And we are not professionals on any of this. So if we say something wrong or we present the wrong information, please let us know very kindly so we can correct ourselves. But otherwise, we are just here to have fun and give you guys an insight onto all the things K-pop.
That was so beautiful.
Thanks.
You did great.
Thanks.
Did you have the doc open?
No, I haven't. I can't even find the document anymore, so I've just been doing it like the last 3 episodes that I think maybe one episode you did it. Either way though, the last few episodes that I've done it, I've just been pulling it out of my memory as best as I possibly can.
Well, you did a great job.
Well, thank you.
You did amazing. You're welcome.
I tried. So what do you want to start with? I guess we should start.
Do you want to start off happy or do you want to start off sad? Or I guess it's not sad.
Well, in our last episode, we
ended with a downer.
We did, but we also said that we were going to do a Golden Child and the Boyz review, and we're not doing that. We just last minute decided that we're not doing that. So I feel like we should at least acknowledge the Boyz' comeback, so people aren't like, you promised us this and you didn't deliver.
It was a lie. It was all a lie.
You lied to us.
Okay, well, I'm not like the music video was literally the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It was. I liked it. There were a lot of scenes where I was just like, not. It wasn't like overly racy, if that makes sense. But I've never seen the boys expose that much skin before. So there were certain points where I was just like, what's happening right now?
What?
But
I didn't think that was.
I mean, it wasn't bad. That's what I'm like. It wasn't a lot of skin, but it was more than I'm used to. And like, it wasn't sexy per se. It was just, I've never seen Hyunjae's arms before. So,
Oh my god.
so I was like, when did you go to the gym? When did you get biceps? This is a foreign concept to me.
What I will say is that everyone was being very, what's the word? I guess they were kind of flirty with their expressions in the
Cheeky.
beginning. Yeah, cheeky. That's the word.
Cheeky. It
That's
was a
the right word.
super cute and cheeky music video,
I was like,
and
what are y'all doing? This is stop it. Too cute.
it was really fun though. I liked because they haven't done a summer concept in a while, and so I liked that it was still cute and summery, but it also just fit them and how they're trending, like more towards like they haven't done like super mature concepts, but they've kind of grown out of the flower boy phase, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
it
you
does.
you could tell that they were still trying to be like cute and funny, but also be like or like trend towards the style that they want to do and
Hmm.
have said that they want to do. So it was a nice mix of, oh, you guys are hot but and cheeky, but you're also really cute.
They have the variety.
They do have the variety.
It was super cute.
It
I
was.
really enjoyed
I
it.
love
I like the Congo line or
Yeah,
whatever you want to
I was
call
just gonna
it.
say the bathrobe Congo line and that part
That
of the
was
choreography.
yes.
I love that so much, and
It
all
was
of
so good.
their sunglasses that they all have on, and how their heads were in sync for that part. That was good. That
I
is
was
actually
I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, there's so many of you guys.
yeah. There's 11. There's
There's so
11 of
many.
them.
I don't know why it didn't like hit me before, but it was a line
That was
that
one of the
really
reasons that you originally were like, I don't have time to learn them, is because I was like, there's
I
11 members.
don't. I would have to watch a lot of the not like variety shows, but you know how the groups have their own little
They
like
have
on
a
YouTube.
lot of variety shows, and a lot of them are on YouTube and translated. I don't know if that's like something that would persuade you, but also I had gotten into them during their era for Tattoo, and it was like a transition era because it was a Japanese comeback, and then they had their comeback in February, just a couple months after that song
Hmm.
for Reveal, and then literally COVID hit the next month. And so I got into them in a weird era of like they did 2 weeks of promotions, I think, and then COVID shut everything down. And then I got furloughed and I was like, what am I gonna do for like 2 months? I just
I guess
guess
I'm just
I
gonna
guess I'll
stick to
just
K-pop,
binge.
binge all of it, and immerse
I
myself
did.
again.
I did. I watched like 3 of their reality shows, and at first I was just like, okay, I learned all of their names. I know names to faces. This is as far in as I'll get. Like, I'll like their songs and I'll know their names, and that's it. And then I was furloughed, and COVID happened, and I ended up watching all of their reality shows. So now I'm like familiar with their personalities and everything. And in my head, I was like, this is not what I originally planned. This was not supposed to happen.
And that's okay.
It is because I really liked them. I just didn't plan for
It's
it.
okay. It's just some things just happen for a reason
They
naturally.
do.
I will be there eventually. It'll be just like how it was with Monster X. It took me a while for me to even get into
It's
theirs.
okay. I'll make you and Robbie a guide like I did for a tease and Mosaics.
You know what? That was so helpful.
I can do it again.
If you have a Patreon, I would pay.
For guides for K-pop groups.
Yeah, I would pay for it. Or like a coffee. I just let me know.
Well, I will also say that for this comeback, I really enjoyed the mix of, in the music video at least, and for the teaser concepts, I enjoyed the mix of hotel and lifeguard and theme
Hmm. Hmm.
park. Like all of that mix was really fun, especially because the hotel thing. As soon as I saw the bellboys in the music video working at a hotel, I was just like, "Oh,
That's me.
yeah, that's me. This is familiar." The
It was
bathrobe scenes were my favorite, though. They were funny.
They were. I think they were literally like, summer's almost over, so we need to combine everything that happens in summer. Are you guys ready?
Here you go.
Here are the 3 concepts that we're doing at one time. And the random flashy club-esque scene where your guys are dancing like crazy. We're gonna add that in there.
It fit though. It worked.
Oh no, it fit. I'm not complaining about it.
It worked.
I was like, where is this going?
There was no direction.
But you did say there was like a dark undertone. I guess
I
that's
think
like
for
part
the
of
rest
it
of the
visually.
album, yeah, visually, I think that's what they were talking about, but the dark undertone is definitely in the rest of the album. I discovered as I listened, but I'm not.
The dark concept is my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
that's another. That's not what
Did you like the song though?
Oh yeah, I don't know if I said it in the last podcast, but maybe I didn't. Maybe we were talking.
We were talking about.
Oh no, I saw the teaser and I was like, oh, this kind of sounds. I don't know. I felt like it sounded like something I would enjoy. That's all I know. But I was like, at least I like the title track. That's how I felt.
Oh,
no, I didn't.
Yeah, I think
it's Golden Child.
I feel like that was opposite. I think when you listen,
I don't know. Listen, I was nervous at first.
I was gonna say, I feel like from what I remember for the medley, you weren't super certain about the album.
Yeah.
From what I remember you saying about the medley.
Yeah. So I will say that the music video was really nice. And the song was nice too. Like, it was a song that I'm not typically into, but I think sometimes I'm in a mood for that. And I think I was in a mood for it. So I didn't hate it. I actually liked it.
Nice.
It's I added it on my playlist so I can keep up with like my favorite tracks from K-pop album reviews that we do.
Yeah.
And it's on there.
Nice.
It's right there.
It made the list, so that's good.
It made the cut.
I liked how catchy it was. I didn't.
Yes, it's very catchy.
From the music video teaser, I thought that I would like the song. And then the medley released, and I was like, I'm not super certain anymore. And then the whole song and music video released, and I was like, oh, never mind. I do like the song.
Yeah, I think the music video helped a lot. Because at first I was like, this is too poppy for me.
The way they just cut it in the medley, I don't know, there was just something about it where I like second guessed myself and was like, I don't know if I'm actually gonna like this. And usually for title tracks, the Boyz, I've liked all of their title tracks, so I was very confused, but especially in contrast to the music video teaser they released, I was like, this doesn't really sound the same. But the music video with the song as a whole ended up being good, and it was super catchy.
Yeah, it was really catchy. Proud of them. Proud of you guys. You guys are doing great.
They always do
amazing
great
stuff.
They always do amazing stuff. I should just link you all of their Kingdom performances someday. So Road to Kingdom and
Don't
Kingdom.
link them all. I don't want all of them.
Okay, I'll link you the best ones, but you already saw Danger when they performed Danger, and
yeah, that was good.
That's literally my favorite ever. To this day,
I still
go back and watch it because I'm upset that they didn't release a studio version of the song too, whereas Pentagon got like a studio version of their Block Beat cover that they did on the show. And I was like,
I'm sure that has to do something with
probably copyright because it's SM Entertainment.
Yeah,
but because I like it so much, I just go back and I watch the YouTube video for it. I'm like, fine, I want to listen to Danger.
That's what we had to do back then. The only way we could listen to albums back then, YouTube.
Or what was that? That website?
I do not know what you're about to say because I did YouTube. I never did anything else.
You didn't? Oh, there was a website, like a blog website. I think it was called k2nvlog.com that you could just...
Oh yeah.
You could rip the MP3s Korean album.
I didn't do that.
I did that. I didn't have money at that age to go and buy it per se.
You weren't the only one. It's okay.
Dang. I do remember though, YouTube, or like trying to find, or like recording the YouTube video with your phone as well to try and just get the audio on your phone. That was
my gosh.
That was another common one.
So annoying.
This is how old we are.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we can move on. Topic. Yeah, you have a mystery that you discovered. You're like, I do.
creature. Yes. Okay. So I regret to inform everybody that just doesn't know yet, but Wonho pulled a Yongguk and he deleted all of his Instagram posts. And I have no idea why. I don't, I'm just sad. I'm really sad about it. Maybe I don't have any words. Like, it seems like he's going more in the boyfriend concept with his posts now. I don't even listen. I saw one post and I was like, oh, this is totally different from what he usually does. Is this like a new like teaser images or something? Let me go to the page to see if he posted more of them. He only has 8 posts.
Which posts were you talking about?
The fog.
Ego? Oh, the fog. Because I was gonna say the ego post.
No. He didn't post that one yet. When I mentioned it, he didn't post that one yet.
The ego one made me, well, not laugh, but made me curious because the ego one is from Los Angeles, and so that's from like Monster X days. So I have questions too, and I was curious why he, I don't know, posted. Does he?
Did you make a fans only, and we have to pay for the
for the thirst trap photos
for all the thirst trap photos that you posted? Like,
I was more curious about why he posted a photo from his Monster X days. That was the one that made me curious.
Well, who's to say that these other ones aren't from the
Well, true.
Mystery. It's a mystery. I don't know. I just, we're never gonna know. I'm just sad about it, and I don't want to be sad by myself, so I want everyone else to be sad. That's why I brought it up. Why do I always, this is the second idol that does this.
Do you think
he got in trouble for that?
I don't know.
People were very controversial about
what he posted, which didn't make sense to me. I just opened his Instagram profile though too, and it says he's a tour guide.
What?
His profile, you know how you can make like a business account?
Oh.
It says he's a tour guide. And he's not following anyone. Was he following anyone before?
Oh, I don't know the answer to that. I really don't know.
What's happening?
Well, you guys, let me look in the comments. Now it's a real mystery. Let me see what the comments are saying. Nothing.
What? Saying nothing. Someone commented, "Ayo, it's not a thirst trap. We're safe."
Someone said, "On my mama, he fine."
They're not
wrong at all. People think this picture's recent though.
Which one? The Ego? Oh, yeah. I just opened it. You're in America? No.
Why are you at Target? That's what somebody. You in the state?
It's actually funny looking at this and then opening because he tagged Intercontinental Los Angeles downtown, the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked on the tag and I was scrolling and I was looking at the pool and I was like, Shonu posted a photo of this pool when they were in LA in 2019.
It's crazy how you remember that.
I was in LA for their concert, so that's why.
That's why it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why it's like in my head because literally the day after I'd gone to Little Tokyo, Juhan went to Little Tokyo, and I was like, damn, I missed it by one day. Went to the same fucking ramen shop because we always go to Oro-chan. Check out Oro-chan if you're in LA. It's really good ramen, and the bowl is the size of your head.
That sounds like a lot.
It's super good. If you ever come to this side of the states at all, I will take you. There's a lot of good places in California.
I want us to meet up, as well as Robbie too, and Rachel. I want us all to meet up. Yeah. That'd be so chaotic and fun.
It would. But yeah, that's why I remember the like photo of him at the pool because I was also in LA at the time, and so there were things that they would post pictures of that I was like, oh, this is familiar to me. This area is familiar.
That's valid because that's how I literally was when BAP was out here. They were on like Youngjae. They were literally on our campus. Youngjae took a picture. I was like, that's literally our campus. Zello was at Waffle House down the street. We know that Waffle House. And he was by himself. And we were like, why are you out at this time downtown?
At a Waffle House?
We understand, like,
but
it's a Waffle House. It's like you have to go at the weird hours.
Yeah, you can't go at a normal. Yeah. I know. We have Waffle Houses in Arizona.
It just tastes better. I don't know. Maybe it's the thrill that makes it taste. I don't know. Why were you out there so late? And then, of course, Jungkook posted from the MLK Center. That was like a must for someone like him. So I get it. So if you know I understand. What I'm saying is I
Yeah,
understand.
no, I know the area, so I was like, huh. And then, like I said, I just happened to click because he tagged it. And now I'm like, well, now Starship can never book a hotel room for Monster X there ever again because crazy fans are gonna
Oh yeah,
figure
they're
it
gonna like
out.
post up there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
So
news.
I do know though now this hotel, and I know the hotel where Atiz and B, or not BIP, Block
Hmm.
B have stayed at, or at least Zico have stayed at, just because of the places in LA that I want to work at if I chose to like move to a hotel out there. That hotel, before I even knew they were staying there, was like one of my top choices. And then I saw a picture, or like Atiz did a V Live, I think, in the hotel room
You
once.
should
And
just
I was like, why does the interior of this hotel look really familiar?
you should just, work your way to being a person that books hotels for idols
Idols, that'd be
on
cool.
tours.
What I want to do is work at a hotel that idols constantly go to, so I can be like a translator at the hotel, an in-house
Gosh,
translator.
do it.
You need something, like people just they schedule me for the shifts that they know international Korean idols are going to be
Hmm.
there because I can perform the best customer service.
I want that for you. That sounds very look into that. Sounds really cool.
Look into it.
You will get there.
Well, I'll get there someday. I just have to be a little bit more fluent. Otherwise, the other dream that it's a dream, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, I just bought a new car. What do I do about my car? I was looking up prices to take my car to South Korea.
What?
Because I
Why?
like my car. But I like my car. It's only a year old. But also, one of the dreams, too, was to get so fluent in Korean that I could go work in Korea at a
Where are you
hotel.
driving in
And
Korea?
I don't know, but they have cars and dramas. So maybe I'll just be one of those
Raina.
rich
That's
hotel
like
owners.
trying to live it up in New York with your car.
I just bought this car though. Anyway, it's just a dream. We don't know what'll happen. If anything, I could just stay in the States here, and if COVID ever passes, I'll just figure out
Your car can stay
how
here and you can still go. What are you talking about?
to live
Oh, you want to live there forever?
for long enough.
Well, if you
We haven't
decide to
decided
do
on
that and
forever.
Jeremy doesn't want to go, just let me know. You can take care
Sure.
of the kids.
We can. No, I have to take Magnus at least.
Oh,
He's my anxiety cat.
okay. That's a lot of papers. That's what I'm thinking about.
What?
You have to
He
be
just.
careful because sometimes they don't let you take them back. That happened with
I've.
well, I guess it depends on the
I was
country.
gonna say I've never heard that before,
That
and I
happened with
don't remember.
Charlotte in Japan. She couldn't take some of her cats back.
But I adopted the cat here,
I don't
not
want to think
there.
about it.
Okay.
I mean, I just know that getting them
I mean,
to and from is a
Simon,
lot of.
well, it's mostly immunization records. Like, they have to be up to date on all of their shots. They have to go through a quarantine when they get over there because they're an animal. Simon and Martina from Eat Your Kimchi, they brought their animals back fine, or memers, at least.
They bought, yeah. I don't think they got the new puppy in South Korea.
No, they got the new puppy in Canada.
Well, cross that road when we get there.
Yeah, maybe we can just meet up in the States somewhere.
I mean, we can meet
It'll
up in
be
the
fun.
States and then we could also
Go there. But I mean, like, job wise, we can just stay here in the States and then figure it out from there.
Yes, it'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Next topic.
Which version of sad do we want to end on? Super sad or mildly sad? Or I guess one's not really sad.
I think that's up to
serious.
interpretation. I feel like
it is. I meant serious or like sad, I guess.
We'll do serious.
Okay.
First.
Well, Sungri, after 1, 2, 3 years?
Oh gosh,
4
you're
years.
counting. Oh my gosh, it's been that long?
Yeah, because
it feels like it hasn't.
The scandal broke the year that I went to see a tease.
Oh my gosh.
Which was 2018. Yeah. 2018 or 2019?
That's a lot.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Don't think too hard about it. You gave us 2 different years.
I'm pretty sure no, it had to be 29. It was 2019 because I got back from that concert and then Monster X went on sale a week later and I was like, I don't have money for this. But I still bought Monster X tickets anyway.
Listen, you're here. Well, I don't know about you.
Monster
That
X.
quote doesn't, it might not apply to you. This is the quote I do. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Well, that's what Jeremy tells me too. I always ask him before I buy concert tickets. I'm like, should I do it? And he's like, do you really want to see them? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay, just do it. The money will come back.
It will.
He's the calm one, and I'm the one that has the anxiety. So I always ask him, I'm like, I can't do this. Like, what do I do? And he's like, just buy the tickets. You want to see them live. Just take some time off.
When it comes to...
The money will come back.
When it comes to artists that, don't live here, or Beyonce, go. You have to go.
True.
Spend the money. It's going to be worth it.
It is. And it was. And both of them were.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's been 2 years? 3 years? 2019? 2020? 2 years. Because it was in March. It happened in March. The Burning Sun scandal that broke out, though, they already gave whatever his name was, the other two. Well, majority of everybody else they gave their sentences to, and then Seungri they didn't. And then they had to hand it off over to military court because he had to enlist, and he was already like, was he late? No, that was a different. But his enlistment time was coming, and the trial was taking too long. But he finally received his final sentence of 3 years in jail.
3?
Yeah, just 3 on counts of arranging prostitution and gambling. So he was convicted for organizing sex services for businessmen that wanted to invest in the nightclub. And then he was also found guilty of stealing money from the club to gamble in Las Vegas. And that's all I know.
I just hope that that's literally all he's done.
Yeah.
And he wasn't involved in anything else. Because if he was literally involved any more than that, 3 years is nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like it should be more anyway because you're trafficking.
Well, I mean, I feel like Korea just doesn't take sex crimes seriously for some reason, and it's like a real disappointment. But I feel like 3 is still nothing, and that he should have gotten more because he was involved. And I know, like, when we first started this podcast, we were very on the fence because there wasn't a lot of evidence. And I know even now, like, it's still a little up in the air, just for the fact that at least when I last read about a lot of this a month ago, they had 3 different people testify saying that Seungri wasn't guilty, and the police admitted to not having enough evidence to charge him for the prostitution. So this sentencing and the 3 years, I don't know, I'm still kind of like, I can't feel one way or the other about it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that, like, it's all tied up and over with now, but I personally can't feel one way or the other about it, especially because of what I read like a month ago. Like, 3 different people testified saying he had nothing to do with it, and police said that they didn't have enough evidence and that all they had evidence of was the gambling. And then this comes out that he's still being charged for it. So it's still kind of weird, especially knowing that, like I said, Korea for some reason just doesn't take sex crimes and like sex related and prostitution, just any of those things encompassing that topic, they don't take it seriously.
His career is pretty much over anyway with all this.
Yeah, no, it is. There's no way he could bounce back from this. The only thing that I can say is there's, of course, fans on Twitter that are going crazy saying he's still innocent, and I'm like, well, he's not completely innocent, clearly.
No.
So don't go too far.
Relax.
Yeah, but it's just funny how people immediately are like, no, he never did this. Has done nothing wrong. And I'm like,
he may have just never done it, but he was still
involved, yes.
Because if I knew that I had friends that were doing all that, I will be a snitch. I will rat everybody out. You're just no. That's no.
Big head no.
So, okay, 3 years gonna go by pretty fast.
3 years, and it took them 2 years to come to this decision. That's also insane for me. And it makes me think about BAP and Himchan, because I haven't heard anything about that case.
He has gone invisible. I don't know. I would like to know the situation with that, but I wish we could remember what we said last, because I do remember it being like.
Well, the last time we had an episode concerning that case, he had like a trial scheduled a month after, like in October, I think. I think we did the episode in September and he had a trial at some point scheduled that October. But I haven't heard anything about him concerning him. It's like you said, he just went invisible.
I'm looking it up right now. 10 months is a rumor.
Oh, as the final?
On February 24th, they sentenced him to 10 months. He has also been ordered to complete 40 hours of sexual violence treatment program. Oh, it's a treatment program? That's what you guys do? Okay. Is there like... Let me not say anything. Don't let me say anything. I'm just gonna say right here. Oh, there's a treatment? That's how I feel. You just treat it and it's gone? Cool. That easy, huh, guys? Jeez. Whatever. I don't even know.
I can't even.
I don't even have any.
Never mind.
I don't know. I don't have anything. The thing I'm thinking of comparing it to is not good at all. That's like someone that's a pedophile going through the same thing and they come out cured. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, well, because when you originally said that, the thing that I was thinking of was like the immersion therapy, where like you said, if you were like a pedophile, they would show you videos of something like the opposite to try and cure you, or like if you were gay,
yeah,
they
like
would show you videos
church
of, like,
camp.
men
They
and
would
women.
send you to church camp so you would not be gay anymore. Like that. Goodbye. Like if there was no, because I don't nothing. That's it. It's not even about him right now. Not even about him right now. 10 months. All I will say is that karma will get you. Karma works in so many ways, and it's not in a treatment program. So let's end on a better sad note.
A better sad note. I don't know what to make of this situation. You remember the bullying scandals that popped up like 3 or 4 months ago? That it was just like one after another, after another, after another, and it was just everywhere.
It's very hard for me to remember that 3 months ago. What was I even doing 3 months ago?
Mood. All I can say is there was a period in K-pop where
I do remember
the bullying scandals. The bullying scandals were they exploded, and it was literally anybody who breathes suddenly had a bullying scandal. Well, Soojin from G-Idol, who's one of my favorite K-pop girl groups, had one of these scandals pop up against her, and there was a lot of back and forth concerning this specific scandal. Yeah, because one supposed victim claimed that Soojin was a bully, but in fact it was a situation where her and her sister, the victim's sister, were like conspiring, and Soojin happened to like curse him out, and it got cut in a certain way where it made Soojin seem like she was a bad person. But then an actress, So Shanae, I think is her name, came out and said that Soojin was a bully as well, to accuse her, and that it was like a long-term situation where it wasn't just like one act of bullying, it was like a long-term thing where...
I mean, when you're bullying somebody, it's not just a bully.
Yeah, but the thing that was really weird about that is they didn't know each other, and Soojin even came out and was like, I don't know this person, like I don't know who they are, they might go to the school, or they might have gone to the school with me, but I have no recollection of this person.
She could be telling a
So at the time, but I mean at the time that it came out, the actress just made it seem like she was kind of wanted to join.
She was jumping
on the drama. Yeah, that's what it felt like, because like her claim had no backing. And then what's even crazier is Soojin came forward with a super long statement that had evidence of every single thing she was accused of from the first victim and Solshine. It was like, point 1, this was said against me, here's my counter. Point 2, this was said against me, here's my counter. She had like 5 or 6 things, maybe even more, that were brought up against her, and she was able to refute them. And yet Cube announced that Soojin has decided to leave G-Idol, which,
I mean, when you're being accused of being a bully, I'm sure that everybody looks at you completely different and treats you completely different.
I think it's just frustrating, especially as me for a fan, and then other people I know that they're frustrated because Cube is really bad at mismanaging anyway. And Cube has a habit of, oh my god, there's a problem. Let's just kick that problem out so that way we don't have to deal with it. So the Edon situation, Hyuna, 4-minute disbanding.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that happened to Beast before they became Highlight, just as examples. They have
a whole mess.
Yeah, they have a habit of being like, oh, a problem. Let's get rid of the problem so we don't have to deal with it. And it's just really sucks because it's like Sujin had all of this evidence to prove her innocence and the company wouldn't even back her.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Because if you're a company, and that's just not this incident, like if you're a company and you value money more than you do these idols, well, I don't know. I think they just their reputation's more important because for me, it's just like, well, I can't argue that they want money.
Yeah.
Because,
and that's obvious.
A lot of the mess that happened, you had a bunch of amazing artists, moneymakers. I don't know. They just don't. They just don't want to handle it. They just don't want to be a company and handle it. They should.
Nope. And Cube, I think, is the worst at that. Like, when I look back at what YG did to Hanbin, and then I look at this, I'm like, this is like the 4th time that Cube has just thrown out something that they just don't want to deal with. Like, it's just easier for them to get rid of it than just face it head on.
Cowards.
And in this instance, I know, it's just in this instance, I'm like, Sujin had all of this evidence to help prove herself innocent. You couldn't hire a lawyer and go with it? So it's frustrating. And then this news comes a day after, too. I don't know if you've heard of the new girl group survival show called Girls Planet 999 or 999 Girls Planet. There's some sort of new survival show, though, that's got a mix of like Chinese, Japanese, and Korean trainees.
Chaotic.
You know the girl group CLC?
Yes.
One of the members, CLC is also a Cube Entertainment group. One of the members, Yujin, is on that survival program, and she said something that some people are claiming was mistranslated, and some people are saying, well, like, she said this, but there's been no statement, so we don't know it's true. But supposedly, she said something to the effect of, Cube has all but canceled CLC's, or canceled or paused, quit. I don't know. Like I said, it's a loose translation that people are saying might have been mistranslated, but Yujin said that Cube has pretty much stopped all promotions for CLC. And she said something along the lines of, like, we're pretty much disbanded. So that's 2 things that Cube, just in the last 24 hours, has done, like, wrong. And so I think that's why the Sujin news is upsetting people too, because they're like, Yujin just said this, and now you're kicking Sujin out of her group? Like, what the heck is going on?
It's a mess over there.
It is.
What are you doing?
What
are you doing? What are you doing?
What are they doing? They couldn't even handle Hyuna and Dawn dating. Like, that was a red flag enough already. Sorry, your idols can't have a life?
I don't understand.
It's weird. This is just, like I said, Cube has a problem, and they make the problem leave whenever there's a controversy. I just don't understand it. And it's like a trend at this point, so I'm just like, what the heck is going on?
You gotta follow your brand.
Gotta stay on brand, Cube. You're doing a great job.
It's your brand.
It is apparent. It's not a good brand, though. It's a very bad brand. Anyway, I thought of something good news to end it on.
Okay, let's hear it.
I started watching Yeri and one of the Pentagon members, Hong Suk, in a web drama.
And how was that?
It's super good. I would recommend it to you. They're short episodes because they're a web drama, but it's like, I don't know, it's been an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, Lord.
Well, because I started it because I thought it was cute, and I saw a preview of, like, Yeri's character confessing to Hong Suk's character, and I was like, this is gonna be so cute. I'm gonna watch it. And then I start the first episode. Do you care about spoilers?
I'm not watching this.
Why are you not watching it?
Watching it. You know how much it takes for me to even try a drama?
I know, because you haven't started Vincenzo. I might try and get you to watch. I might push you to watch this one, though. He, like, dies in the first 2 minutes, though. And it's, like, a suicide. And he sent her a text message
force me to
of,
watch
like...
it. Why would you spoil it? Well, I'm really not going to watch it.
Because it's, like, a time-traveling drama. And so she keeps going back in the past to try and save him. And I don't know. I thought it was going to be like a sad, or I thought it was going to be cute romance at first. And then I thought it was going to be
I'm
sad,
already
like
doing that with Tokyo
angst.
Revengers, and Robbie just started reading it and reading ahead of me.
I thought
I'm
it was
empty inside. I'm not even caught up with her, and I'm empty inside. It's the same time travel stuff. That's what he's doing too.
Lacey, though, this though turned into a thriller all of a sudden. I think the episodes actually come out today. I'll have to check after this that we're done recording. But last episodes, just all of a sudden, a mystery, which wasn't a surprise. Like I knew there was kind of a mystery aspect, but it turned into like a thriller mystery. And now I'm like, man, I thought I was watching a cute drama. What is this?
Gotcha.
And it was worse. They did. It was worse though because literally the first episode when he died, it looked like a suicide, right? And he texts, and I from the first episode was like, nah, this is fucked up. Like, what the heck is going on? Because he texts her and says, come to it's her birthday, right? He died on her birthday. He texts her and he's like, come to the club room. I have something to give you. And then he doesn't come out of like the photo room, the red room where like you develop photos, and she pulls back the curtain and he's dead. And I'm like, that's the worst birthday present ever. What the fuck,
So
dude?
Now it's a question of if he actually, like, somebody killed him.
No, somebody killed him because she figured out that the way it was like set up, his character is left-handed and he had actually hurt his left hand in the past on the day that he had died, like a couple days earlier. So he had sprained his like wrist and he couldn't use his left hand. And there was a shot in the nurse's office of like, oh, luckily it's your left hand, right? And she was like, no, it's not lucky. He's left-handed. And then she starts to remember the day he had died, he had somehow, supposedly the way it was staged, cut his right wrist with his left hand. Or no, cut his left wrist with his right hand. But he's not right-handed. So she was like, how is that even like possible? Anyway, there was this whole thing where she was like, he couldn't have done that. He doesn't have like control with that hand. Anyway,
I'm
that
not
was
gonna watch it
my whole
anytime soon.
The episodes are only 25 minutes. Okay, well, I'll still pressure you. The episodes are only like 25 minutes.
Series that you want me to watch them because I don't really watch anything anymore. I'm just like out here playing my games. But yeah, I guess they'll do it for today's episode.
Yeah, that's it so far in the K-pop world. It was quiet for a little bit and I was like, what did we talk about? And I thought we were going to do the album review, and then all of a sudden in like the past 48 hours things just started blowing up and I was like, okay, well, we can
You said
quiet like nothing is on my feed.
Oh.
It's never quiet though. No.
We shall see what happens the following week.
Well, thank you for listening.
Follow us on Twitter,
yeah,
and Instagram.
Yeah. And Facebook.
And rate us.
And rate us. And share the episodes. And yeah, and like us if you do like us.
Do you like us? Have you been listening this entire time? Or did you just stop here? If you just stopped here, give our other episodes a listen. That would be cool.
That would.
So glad that you're here.
We are. We're very appreciative.
You look amazing.
Now if you'll go back and listen to the other. And you're doing great.
You're doing amazing. You're doing so well. Because you're here. We're so proud of you.
Lacey's really great at motivation.
Really?
If you guys need her to start a podcast on the side for that.
Oh my gosh.
We're taking donations through Ko-Fi.
I would do it. Someone could send in a letter and then I could just like list off stuff.
Yeah.
So hard. And you deserve a break. And that's listening to us. Look at that. You deserve that meal that you're hesitating on getting. You should just it's the weekend. If it's not the weekend, it's the weekend somewhere.
It's the weekend somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and rate us and subscribe. And we will be back next time.
Bye.
Bye.